Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. So when it comes to high yield savings accounts, there's a lot of options out there. And one of the ones that can help you to make the most passive income based on its latest interest rate is Barclays. Now, Barclays is a UK-based organization that's been around since 1690, and that is not a typo. Some of its products include credit cards, which I used to own. Also, it got loans, CDs, and the focus of today is the tier savings, which we will learn more about. And I'm going to give you all of the best features, the pros, the cons, to help you make the best decision for yourself. Now, I am someone that uses high yield savings accounts for emergency funds, for a house fund. Hopefully, one day as a millennial, I get to buy a house. And I also use it for my online business. And Barclays is a good option if you are looking for a high APY. However, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. And before you sign up, there are a few things I found that you need to know. But hey, if we're just meeting, my name is Alex Isidro, and my goal here in this channel is to help you earn more money, achieve financial security, and live a meaningful life free of money stress. If you find this video helpful, please like it, subscribe to the channel, and check the links in the description for resources to help you build wealth. I am trying to reach 10,000 subscribers this year. That's the goal. So if you find this video helpful, then please help me get there. All right. So with that being said, let's get right into the general features of the Barclays High Yield Savings Account. And let's start with what may have caught your attention, and that is, of course, the interest rate. Now, this interest rate that I'm about to share with you is one of the highest ones that I've personally seen lately as of January going into February 2025. And that is the 4.25%, which most people will qualify for. And they do have a higher tier of 4.5% if you deposit over $200,000. So this is a tier savings approach that some organizations use based on what I've seen. And essentially, the more money you have, the higher the APY is, and quote unquote, high the reward. That's just a strategy that people or these banks use to bring in more people with more money, obviously. When it comes to bonuses, you also need quite a hefty amount in order to qualify for the $200 bonus, and you need to deposit at least $25,000. So if you have essentially a lot of money, then you can take advantage of not only the bonus, but also the high interest rate that they offer nowadays. Now, a couple of other great features that I've identified are the minimum deposit and the minimum balance requirement, which are both zero. And this is the APY screenshot, and here is the $200 bonus. Now, let's jump a little bit more into the access feature of these high yield savings accounts, because Barclays is a little different, and this is something that you must be aware of. Now, in contrast, in comparison with other high yield savings account offers out there, Barclays does not offer an ATM card. Now, some of the banks out there give you ATM cards through a checking. There are very few banks out there that give you an ATM card for your savings account, which is very, very much unique. But Barclays doesn't give you any of that. And the best way to transfer your money or to gain access to your money is to transfer to another organization. Or you can even request a paper check. It's 2025. So if you are a little bit old school and you want to go to the hassle of getting checks, then hey, Barclays might be a good option for you. All right, so now when it comes to FDIC insurance, of course, they are insured up to $250,000. That's the only reason why I will make a video like this anyways. I will never make a video about an insurer or a bank or an organization that is not insured or that provides extremely high risk for you. You can bet your whole house on that. All right, so now when it comes to physical branches, they do not offer physical branches. They're an online-only organization. All right, so here is, of course, the screenshot of Barclays not offering ATM access. Of course, there are other reasons. They explain here why that is. Now, let's go into the internal and external transfers, because this is something you might be wondering. You might be wondering, hey, if this is a UK-based organization, is registered in the US, do I need to pay any money in order to access, make transfers? And no, it's all free. It's very much standard. And it seems that this account does not offer wire transfers, which are usually you are charged for anyways. And essentially, you're paying for speed when it comes to wire transfers, because the money gets from one place to another and much faster than a regular transfer. So if you are interested in wire transfers and that's really important to you, then I suggest you call customer service to ask them how that works and how much you would charge for that type of service. Now, if you are wondering, okay, so I signed up with this organization, how long does my money take? to get to my other account if I don't wire transfer, if I don't wire it. Then the standard is 2 to 3 business days, which is what they offer. So that's actually not bad. Most banks take about 2 to 3 business days. There are a few that take maybe 5. Now, one caveat that I want to share here with you and giving you insight from reviewing many of these accounts is the fact that sometimes in the beginning stages, when you establish a relationship with a bank, the bank is getting to know you and they may take a little longer to process your money. It may take 5 days, maybe 10 business days. It just really depends on how much money you're transferring and what kind of transactions you are having within the first month or sometimes even a year. So let's just keep that in mind. And if you have a big transfer coming up and you just open your account, I suggest you call customer service to let them know, give them the heads up so that way they don't just flag your account, because many times the system does that automatically. So that's just some insight that's going to help you avoid headaches and like, where is my money? Where's my money? Like, I hear you. All right, so customer support, of course, they offer it through phone, which is the most direct, and some of the special features, and what by that I mean other non-high yield savings account features, and of course that is the credit cards and CDs, as I mentioned, which are good when the rates are going down, right? Certificates of deposit is definitely good resources that you can take advantage of when interest rates, like nowadays, start going down. So I'm actually going to leave a link in the description if you want to compare some CDs, high yield CDs, for your awareness and for your use. So check the links in the description. All right, so here is how you can take about 2 to 3 business days for a transfer. And here's a screenshot of the customer service. Now, when it comes to branding and the reputation and the quote unquote, I guess you want to call it in a way, stability as well, because you don't stay in business if you are a wreck, right? If everything is just hitting the fan and you're not, if it's not a good business, then you don't stay in business for too long, right? So, but this organization has been in business since 1690 in London in the UK, which made me wonder, like, this is honestly the oldest financial organization I've personally come across thus far. All right, so when it comes to other reviews, so NerdWallet gives it a 4.2 and Bankrate a 4.1 respectively. Here's, of course, the reviews of NerdWallet and Barclay, and Bankrate on the right. Now, I want to share with you 2 warnings that you need to know in order for you to make the best decision for yourself. And I want to warn you that the high yield savings rates are going down, so I don't want you to be surprised or shocked when you see the interest rate in your savings go down. So high yield savings are influenced by the Federal Reserve, if you're wondering why that's happening. So when the Fed raises interest rates to control inflation, banks often increase savings rates. As the economy stabilizes, which apparently is happening nowadays according to recent reports, then the Fed decreases interest rates and savings interest rates go down as well. If you look at the price of X, that may not seem like it, but hey, it is what it is. This is when certificates of deposit come handy, which can keep your interest rates higher for longer. So again, I'm going to leave a link in the description if you are interested in learning more about them and comparing a few rates. All right, another thing that you need to know is what happens to your money if something happens to you. So let's say that the unexpected happens to you and you're no longer here in this world, and what happens to your money? So one thing that you can do with this account and with many other high yield savings accounts out there, you can add beneficiaries that will get your money in case something happens to you. So that way your money goes to the people that you love and they are taken care of. So that's definitely something that you want to do, especially when you have a lot of dough in the bank and you want to make sure that goes to the people that you love. There's also, of course, other ways that you can ensure that happens. If you have a lot more money, then you get into estate planning and it gets a little bit more complex. But this is a very, very simple way for you to take advantage or to at least take care of your high yield savings account resources. Okay, now let's put things in perspective and go over the Barclays pros and cons. So when it comes to the pros, of course, you have the high APY, which is, as I mentioned, one of the highest ones as of right now, January going into February. Also, they do have a lot of bonus if you have a lot of this. And also, there's no minimum deposit, no monthly fees. It is FDIC insured, as every bank that I review here on the channel. And of course, it's got decent customer reviews. Now, when it comes to the cons, again, this is really going to depend on how you look at it. I'll just put it as a negative because I'm trying to think of like most people. And like for me, at least, there's some locations is fully online. And also there's no checking, no ATM access. So the only way that you can access your money is through a transfer, which could be a good thing if you are easily triggered by easy access to your money. If accessing your money is too easy and it leads you to spending more, then maybe you need something like this, right? All right, so is Barclays for you? Is this a tool that I will recommend to my mother? So it's a good option, I think, if you are looking for high interest with an organization with long history. Like, to a lot of people, that means a lot. Also, if you feel comfortable with online banks and you have the money to get a cash bonus. Now, it may not be for you if you want a bank with physical locations, even if that means getting a lower interest rate. Or maybe you want a bank with an organization that is more familiar to you, and Barclays doesn't really give you the warm and fuzzy feeling, even though it has a high interest rate. So based on this, then what do you think is Barclays for you? If it is, then and you want to sign up, then check the link in the description or the pinned comment. And I'm also going to leave in the description where you can compare other options as well, so you can find the best fit for your needs. So like this video, subscribe to the channel, share with a friend, share with a family member, and thank you guys for being here. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.